wasn't it? So what could you have done with the wheel?
Just taking it off.
Taken it off, and then it would have gone out a bit and then put it back
Okay.
on, yeah. Right. Have you any questions before we start?
No, I don't think so.
Today we're doing a mock test with Sarah. Sarah, tell them about your driving experience so far.
I've had a few months of driving experience a couple of years ago, and then I had a break, and I've just done some small practicing here and there.
She said she was test ready, didn't you, years ago?
Yeah, I was ready to book it and then practice.
And she says she's a good driver. We're going to find out. She gets the chance to win £1,000 if she drives safely for 40 minutes. Tell them what you've just qualified as.
At uni.
Uni?
I've just graduated with a degree in international tourism management with marketing.
That sounds amazing, that, doesn't it? Yeah. Tell them where you're off to tonight.
I'm going to a black tie party.
Hopefully with £1,000 cash in a pocket.
Lots of money, yeah.
Lots of money. Right. Any questions at all, anything before we start?
I don't think so.
Okay, you want signs or sat-nav?
Signs.
Right. You're going to be out for 38 to 40 minutes, depending on traffic. You're going to take in various traffic and road conditions. One manoeuvre. There's no H, is there? No. One manoeuvre, possibly the control stop. And you will be driving independently by way of sat-nav signs. Have you got that? We're going to do sat-nav. Now, throughout the drive, I'd like you to follow the road ahead at all times unless you're directed by signs and markings.
Okay.
Or I'll ask you to turn, which I will do a good time. One question. How do you know it's a fault with anti-lock and brake system?
There'd be a warning light on the signal when you start the engine.
Well, I'm going to wish you the very best of luck and have good stuff. Go on when you're ready. Turn right out here, please. Stay calm, young lady. Then we're turning right and then turn left. And then at the end of the road we're turning left. When it's safe to do so, could you show me how you would clean the front window with your washers and wipers? Pull up in a convenient place on the left, please. Thank you. Now you drive on when you feel ready. Driver fault number one, Sarah, you pull up too close to the junction to your right. It should be a minimum of 2.5 car lengths, which is 10 metres. I would just go for 3 car lengths either side of the junction. I might be wrong here, Sarah, but when you're checking this blind spot, it looks like you're looking at the door pillar. So you've got two options. You can lean forward and check it through the front side window, or look through the back rear window. Personally, Personally, I would be leaning forward past the door pillar and then turn my head. And at the end of the road, turn right. Tricky junction at the end of this road. The road to the left is a national speed limit and there's a sharp bend to the left. So she rolls up, good technique into first gear, Looks right, left, right, then applies the parking brake. But when you put your parking brake on, Sarah, pivot to the gas ready. This young lady moves her whole foot. She should be pivoting like a driving examiner. And then could you pull up on the left just after the white car, well before the next one? Just go a bit further forward, please. A bit further. A bit further. Right, that'll do. Right, this is your manoeuvre. You'd like to pull up alongside the car and reverse it back into a park position. Try to do it within 2 car lengths, including your own. Have you any questions?
No.
Well, I have to say, this is the best I've seen this young Sarah drive. She must be money orientated. Her footwork's lovely and smooth. She could be pivoting though. Balancing the gas and clutch. She should be a clutch when I first met her. Gear works lovely and smooth. Her mirror works in place. So I'm going to make her work for this money. She's going to do the parallel park now, and it's a really steep hill. Let's see what the clutch control and the observations are like and the accuracy. Wait when you're ready. Thank you. Driver fault number 2. Sarah goes down to shunting forwards and backwards. You did do the observation, so well done. Footwork could have been better. You were letting the car roll forward. It is a steep hill also. And there was a learner waiting for you, and they sat well back, so I can imagine you being under a bit more pressure there. So well done with that, but there's money still on there. We're still heading for the £1,000. Driver, when you're ready. Now at the end of the road we're going to turn left. Now do the second one. Can you pull up close to the second one? But leave enough room to move off above the car now. A bit further forward. That'll do. Thank you. Now you driving when you feel ready. Driver fault number 3 for Sarah. What happens is she pulls up lovely, by the way, doesn't hit the curbs, pulls up lovely and parallel to the curb and about a car length away from the car in front, but she doesn't put it into first gear to move off. She leaves it in neutral, and then when she takes the handbrake off, the car starts to roll back. So driver fault number 3 goes down to control, but she does realise, doesn't mess about, and just puts it back into first gear. This one's not signposted, so we just follow the road ahead. It's the second exit. Serious fault number one for you, Sarah, without the H. Oh. Well, Sarah, this little trick has just cost you £1,000, young lady. Good Lord. Now, what happens is, on approach the roundabout, you stare to the right, and I've told you about this fault when I first met you. And what happens is you drift to the right, then as you drive onto the roundabout, instead of putting your eyes to the left, you go straight over into the right lane. Now, you probably could have saved this if you'd just gone back round the roundabout with the signal on right and then just come up at your exit. But you go over into the right lane, then you come back to the left. So serious fault number one goes down to normal driving position, and that, my dear, has just cost you £1,000. Still Durham City Centre. Sarah, if you come down here on your driving test on Wednesday morning, which is quite possible with the time you've got, look at this sign. Please pick the left lane to turn right. You know, when you've got the choice of lanes, you know it's safer and easier just to keep to the left. I had a pupil the other week, Freya, the vet up at Jalsgate there. She knew this roundabout well. She wanted me in the back of the test. She was coming down this roundabout. She picked the right lane, which is nothing wrong with that. But what happens is a lot of drivers use the left lane. So when she came round to exit the roundabout, there was a van in the left lane. Now, she had three options. She could have went back round the roundabout. She could have left in the right lane, then put her foot down and go back to the left. Or just come off the gas, let the van get past and then move over. Typical learner, just tried to move across. In the examiner gently touched the wheel, guided her into the right lane, give her a dangerous fault for that. And she kept in the right lane all the way down to the edge of the carriageway. And he gave her a serious fault for normal driving position. So if you come down here on your test, pick the left lane, signal right where the road colour changes, and just go around in the left. If you do pick the right, then be ready to go back round the roundabout or leave in the right lane and put your foot down, or just come off the gas. Because on Freya's driving lessons, there was never anything come round in the left lane, but on the driving test, there always is. So if you come down to this roundabout, the county roundabout, pick the left lane to turn right. You've done nothing wrong, you're getting away with it, but I'd have been in the left lane here, because the second most common fault for failing the driving test is changing lanes. ready. This is driver fault number 5. I did miss number 4 out and I can't be bothered to go back and edit it, but driver fault number 4, Sarah was driving along towards a set of traffic lights and the lights changed to red and she blocked the junction going into Sainsbury's. So she should have kept that clear, but it was just a minor fault for awareness and planning. Had somebody wanted to turn into that junction, then it would have been a serious fault. This one's the 5th driver fault, which is she forgets to put it in first gear again. Just put it down as having a moment, Sarah.
Why do I keep forgetting?
Immediate left into the car park, please. Somebody in, so it's all right. So just go straight down. Well, how do you think you've done, young lady?
I'm so annoyed that I left the gear. I don't know why.
Mm-hmm.
I'm annoyed that because I'd stopped and done everything to stop.
Yeah, just mind driver fault, Sam. You weren't serious. Do you think you passed or failed?
I think I did quite well.
That's the best I've seen you drive. Yeah, there was no clutching today, was there?
No. Do you want me to go?
Left, please.
No, I'm getting it ingrained in my head to do the gas.
Good. Now just pull up next to the hedge. That'll do. Right, past the field.
That's for you to tell me.
Hmm?
That's for you to tell me.
Right, well, your bad habits has come back to haunt you. You've got one serious fault. Now, yesterday I said to you, if you can't go the roundabout, where did I tell you to put your eyes?
If I can't go.
You're in second, you have a look, you can't go.
Yeah.
Where do I tell you? Where do I tell you to put your eyes?
To get to the line.
Right. What do you keep doing? What were you doing yesterday?
Looking for a gap.
You keep staring. Where was the car finishing?
Oh right.
You've got one serious roundabout going straight ahead, second exit. You went in the right lane to go straight ahead. Can you remember?
Was that near County Hall?
The one before that, the hospital. Yeah, you're in the right lane. So when you come to the roundabout, you look and this is what you do. You kept staring to the right, and the car just went over to the right. And then you went onto the roundabout like this, and then where did you go?
To the left.
Back over to the left. Yeah. So which lane should you have been in?
Left.
That was it? You could have been treating your boyfriend tonight, couldn't you? How did that feel?
It felt much better, but then it makes me think like I'm doing things that I'm not thinking about like that. I didn't even think I did that.
Was it nerve-wracking? Or not? Were you okay?
I don't know. It was okay.
You drove well. You only had 5 driver faults. There was one position normal stops. You know, when you pulled in around the corner over there, you pulled up too close to the junction on the right. Control, you rolled back when you didn't put it into
gear.
First, second, the third one was parallel park. And you had to shun forward. You did look all around. Fourth one was awareness and planning. You know when you stop in the traffic lights where Sainsbury's in, what did you block?
Oh, did I block an entrance?
So if there'd been a car there, it would have been a serious. And the last one, that was close to being a serious. You did roll back quite a bit, but I didn't think it was worth it. But you rolled back about like that. The other one, you only rolled back about that. Right, have any questions before I turn that off?
I don't think so.
Sure?
I mustn't have realised there was 2 lanes. Oh no, I must have realised there was 2 lanes because I went in the right lane, but it's just I always forget on a roundabout there's 2 lanes. I think that must be why.
You're not American. I know you're going to America, but you keep to the left, don't you?
Yeah.
Right.